Welcome, guys. This section is going to be very short. I'll make it to be as short as I can. So I'll be explaining how you can break even. So if we are trading and I say something like break even, how do you do it? How do you do it? It's very simple. Okay, very simple. Let's say you were given an entry at 333.234. okay, your SL 12546 12.453, and your TP1 was, let's just put any number, 6655 78905. Let's just put anyone. TP2 was 5555 okay. TP3 was, let's say, 8888. okay. This is just for training purposes, okay. And we say you should buy, or let's say we say you should sell gold at that price, okay. This price that was given here, 33.234. remember, this is just for this training purpose, okay. Let's say you were given to sell gold. The instruction was to sell gold at this price, and you sell the gold, and the market got to our price and executed. And let's say we okay, let me say this is sorry, let me do something. I need to make this very bold so you can understand what I mean. I need to make this very bold. So how do I do this now? Okay, let's rotate this device and let's see. Okay, I think this should be good. Let's say this is our trading platform. This is I need to make this a little bit bold, so let's clean this off. Let's clean this off and let's make this bold as we can. Let's say this is our trading platform here, okay, and there is our trading platform, and where is the bottom part of our trading platform? Okay, so this is where we see our figures, our numbers in our MT5. This is where we see our figures, our numbers, okay. And here is our charts. Let's say the market has been ranging like this, or let's clean this off. Let's say the market has been doing something like this, and let's say the market currently is at this point here. Oh no, okay, let me do it like this. Let's say the market is the market is moving. The market is just doing its thing. Pulled up, bam, came down. So the market is coming up. Let's say the market is coming up now, and then we sent in a signal and tell you to enter a price at 33.24. And let's assume that 33.24 is here, and the market currently is at this point here. 33.24. Sorry. Let's say 33.24 is at this level. Yeah, 33.24 is here currently, and the market has not gotten to it. The market is somewhere around here. The market is buying, coming up to that level, and eventually the market gets to this point here, to our 33 points. The market gets here. Let's say the market move and hit there to our 33.24. Once the market hits that level, once the market hits this our level where we place our sell, the markets will start executing. And the market started coming to our direction. So the market started selling massively. Let's assume the market started selling massively. And our TP1 is here. Our TP1 is here. Our TP2 is here. Our TP3 is here. So we have just 3 take profits: TP1, TP2, and TP3. And the markets have hit our TP1, and the market is heading to our TP2, which is this second arrow. This second arrow here, this one here, is our TP2. Okay, so now when I tell you to break even, it's very simple. The break even has to do with your stop loss. Let's assume that our stop loss was above this line here. Our stop loss was up above it. Okay, let's assume that when we enter the market, our stop loss was somewhere around here, somewhere around that zone, and our 3.2 something was somewhere around here. All we need to do is, when I say break even, you just need to move your stop loss. All you need to do is move this stop loss here that I kept here now downward a bit, closer to your TP2. Meaning that if you move it closer to your TP2, if the market starts going against you, you're not going to lose all the profits you've made from that TP1. Do you understand? So that's how you keep breaking even until all your TP, all your take profit has been hit. What do I mean? Let me use a different board to explain. Let's say this is our entry price. Okay, let's say this is our entry price. Let me come again. This is our trading our trading platform. Let's just assume, and here is where our figures are, all those numbers, okay, are right there. Is the same thing here. I'm trying to duplicate it here. And the market, remember our price, our entry price was 3 points, what's 3 points 234.234. This is our entry. That's our entry. And our TP1, I'll just represent our TP by, okay, let me just say TP1. TP is TP1, TP2. Let me extend this. Let me extend it. So to be a little bit big, let me extend. Okay. This TP3. And our stop loss. Okay. Let's see. This is our entry, and let's just assume that our stop loss is above our entry. Let's say our stop loss is somewhere around here. Our SL. Our SL is somewhere above there. And I've showed you how to calculate your SL. You minus your entry minus your SL figures and get your SL. Your risks, how much you're risking. So you need to know how much you're risking from this entry to this SL. Okay, from this entry, your entry to your SL, how much you need to know how much you're risking and how much you're going to make from the market enter from here down to your TP3, how much you're going to make. Okay, so it's very easy to calculate. I've showed you in our previous video. So now how to break even. Let's say the market now got, let's say the market was somewhere around here. Then the market move, hit our entry and start coming down massively and hit our TP1. Bam. Hit our TP1. The trade that has TP1 this thing figures is going to close. Then it will be heading for TP2. Now if I say break even, or I say you should minimize your loss or something, or I just use the word generally that you should break even, meaning that you should start protecting your profits. The profits you have made from TP1, you need to protect it. All you need to do is move your SL, your stop loss, to very close to your TP, or you can just move it to your TP1 that has closed already. You can put it in that same figure as your TP1 that has closed already, and be watching the market too with me. Okay, then the market hits our TP2. Once the market hits our TP2 and close, and now it's heading. Once the market hits our TP2 and close, the next thing you need to know that the market is now heading for TP3. The market is heading to this point, TP3. Once the market hits our TP2 and close and is heading for TP3, all you need to do is move your stop loss again to this figure where your TP2 was. Just move the stop loss there, meaning that you'll be moving your stop loss to be 55666. This figure right here, 55666. Okay, most of the times the market may hit our TP2 and start bouncing back. That is why it's advisable. It is advisable to move your stop loss alongside your profit to preserve all these profits you've made from TP1 to TP2. So just imagine the markets hit our TP2, came down a bit, and start going up again. It will just hit your stop loss and close, meaning that you won't be on loss. You will be in a massive profit, meaning that you have secured the profit from your profit from TP1 to TP2. Okay, so even if it doesn't hit your TP3, you have secured profit from TP1 and TP2. Okay, but let's say the market comes down and hits your TP3, then all your market has been executed. So that is it on how to break even when you're trading. So now, how to break even when you are on a loss. How to break even when you're in loss is almost the same thing, but a little bit complex. So let's dive into it. How to break even when you're on a loss. How to break even when you're on a loss. Okay, it's very, very, very easy. How to break even when you're on a loss. Let's create another page. Okay, now how to break even when you're on a loss. Remember, this is our trading platform. This is just for training purposes, and let's say at this point here is the down part, is the sides, and here is where we'll see our figures. You understand? So let's dive into it. Let's say these our entry. This is our entry, TP1, TP2. Then I need to increase it. Let's say we just have TP1 and TP2. Okay, and they said the signal come and say we should sell. That the signal is selling, and this is our entry point here. When the market buy to this point, the market will execute and starts coming down. Okay, so now let's assume that this is our entry. Remember, our stop loss is somewhere here. Our stop loss is somewhere there. So now let's assume something, that the market, instead of the market to get to our entry, let's assume here is our entry. Let's assume that the market, instead of the market to get our entry, and remember, here is our stop loss. Our stop loss, if you're selling, is always above your entry. Your stop loss is always above or below your entry. Okay, depends on whether you're selling or you're buying. All right, so now let me explain this. If you're selling, meaning if you're selling and the market is coming down, meaning you're selling, your stop loss is above your entry point, so it's going to be up. But if you're buying, your stop loss is below your entry point because you're moving upward. Okay, that is very easy. So if you have any question on that, just go to the chat and ask questions, and we'll get to you immediately. Okay, let's assume instead of the market to hit our entry and start going on our favor to hit our TP1, TP2, and maybe our TP3, to hit our TP3, 1, 2, 3, our TPs. Okay, let's assume instead of the market to just pull up, hit our entry and start coming down for our zone, it's hit our entry and start going upward instead. Just imagine that the market actually hit our entry. Let's say this is our entry, this is our stop loss. Let's say this is our entry. Let me come again. And this is our SL. Imagine that Imagine that the market comes and papa hit our entry. Instead of it to start going down to hit our TPs, it starts moving upward. It moves, come down, moves up, come down. I even get close to our entry, and I tell you to break even. All you need to do is watch this market. When the market is coming back to this our entry, move your stop loss very close. You just go there, carry your pick to get the figure that is above, very a little bit far from where the market is currently. Let's say the market is currently here, close to our entry. You just move your stop loss very close, so that if you just move up a bit, you're not going to be losing. Let's say if you were supposed to use $5 for the trade, you were supposed to use $5 for the trade, and you now break even, and I tell you to break even in your SL. If you're on loss, I tell you to break even. All you need to do is watch the market. Once it comes back a little bit close to your entry, move your SL very close to it. So if you make like 2 movements, it has closed. Instead of using $5, you may likely be losing $2 or maybe $1. So that's how you break even when it comes to when you're on loss or when you're profit. I've explained how you can break even when you're on profit. So jot these things down, go through them, because on Monday we are going to hit the market hard. Thank you.